My mother suffered from depression. That was the early to mid-60s when they were throwing tranquilizers at everything. And what I did not know was that it was hereditary.
So I was about 18 or 19, it was my freshman year, and I remember about 2 or 3 months into college at night, I was just feeling this sense of overwhelmness and anxiety, and I remember very well, it was at night, about 9 o'clock, I just got out of my dorm room and started running across campus.
It was postpartum depression is what it was, but at the time I didn't know, I just knew I was really sad all the time. I would see things, I would hear things that weren't there. I was just always terrified that somebody was going to get in the house and hurt my baby, hurt me. Just had those intrusive thoughts over and over and over.
There was still talk of, watch out for Jamey today. I don't think he took his pill and that. But I couldn't worry about that. I wasn't doing it for them. I was doing it for me.
So I told people when I was in the throes of this, when it was as bad as it could get, if somebody would have said, I can break your arm with a hammer and you'll be cured, but I'm going to have to break your arm, would you do it? And I'd say, sure, because the pain inside was that bad, and it would just felt like there was no way out.
And that was the absolute hardest thing, was having to leave my kids. They were 4 and 2 at the time, having to leave them for a month, in a completely different state. But I knew I didn't want it for myself. I still wanted to die, but I knew my kids deserved me to go, and they deserved me to be at my best. So I went for them originally.
I'm still on antidepressants. I probably will be the rest of my life, and that's okay. Life is better. Life is much better.
I went through therapy, counseling, talk therapy. I also did some medicine, and that helped. We
had group therapy. I had TMS, EMDR, somatic experiencing. I learned how to meditate. I went and took classes and learned how to cope with my anxiety and my depression, and I learned about my trauma and how it wasn't my fault. And I just learned how I could have this quality of life that I never thought was possible. My husband was my rock. I was awful to him, and he probably should have left, and he didn't. And he's the one who found Sierra Tucson.
The worst feeling when you're going through this is that you think there's nothing out there that's going to make you better. When the fact is that there are things, if you'll just be willing to not keep it internalized and go to the right places to see help.
Not everybody is going to have somebody that will fight for them, so you have to really advocate for yourself and fight for yourself to get what you need. And if you're not finding the help that you need in your area, then go to a different area to seek the help, because the help is out there. There's support groups online if you can't leave your house. There's just an abundance of resources that people don't know about because it's not really talked about.
The idea for me is that you do matter, there is hope, and you can get help, and there is another side of this, and you will come out on it on the other side.